Hey, what's up everyone? Journeyman here, and welcome back to Diamonds Are Forever. Today is episode number 8, and we start today's episode with a new sign-in. We're about to sign Ronald Thomas on a free transfer. He is a goalkeeper. We're bringing him in because we obviously sold Billy Turley, and we're not getting Raymond van der Hout till next year, and David Priest is now suspended for 4 games. So we're bringing in Ronald Thomas. He wouldn't come on trial to us, so I'm taking a huge gamble on bringing him in, but he has a bit of pedigree. He played Division 1 French football, so he must be at least... he's trash. Alright, well, whatever. He's going to be back up anyway, and I'll try and sell him next year. Maybe I could make a bit of a profit. Alright, so... anyway, first and foremost, take on Hull City here at home. Hull are currently 4th in the table. This could be a huge game. Win today, and we'll now extend to potentially over 20 points over 4th place, and obviously really solidify our place in the automatic promotion spot. So, also, by the way, I'm taking a look at Joe Sheerin. He joined us on trial, and he's got some nice attributes about him. I mean, he used to play for Bournemouth and Chelsea. He's not terrible. I mean, I'll pay him that compliment at least. He's not terrible. But I'm unlikely to sign him. But anyway, let's get it going. Up against Hull City. This lineup we're going with because of injuries and whatnot. So, Priest, obviously, Carger, Thatcher, UC, Andy Todd at the back with Walker, Tjernström, Steffensen, Bjornsson in midfield, Versainen, and, of course, Duane Darby leading the line. Alright, so come on, guys. Quick start. There it is. Bjornsson now, believe it or not, the guy has now 17 goals from midfield. They call him the Norwegian Frank Lampard. There you go, Duane Darby gets himself a goal. That's his 9th of the season, surprisingly. Hasn't had much of a game. He's kind of fell to 4th in the pecking order behind Butra, Versainen, Hasmetovic, and technically 5th if you include Adam Proudlock, but he's not a full-time player for us. But so yeah, I mean, scoring 9 goals when you're the 4th or 5th in line, there's actually a pretty decent return for Duane. Alright, so halftime here, and we're absolutely spanking them. Oh, should have been 3-0 there. Anyway, spanking them. Assist. Versainen got an assist. Alright, good for him. Alright, moving forward. Don't need to make any changes quite yet. Although I'm not opposed to maybe switching some players out here in the second half if it remains 2-0. Alright, so 16 minutes here. Still dominating things, really. And there's a goal there for Tjernström. Yeah, make some changes now. Bring out some fresh legs. So, Lincoln, come on, right back. Since you're newly trained there, as you can see, Niles can play right back as well as right midfield. Scott Partridge will bring you on for sign-in. We'll give you a break. And we'll bring on... We're gonna take off Steffensen. You know, he never gets a break, so let's bring him off and let's switch out Andy Todd to hold in midfield, and Christian Pusch can play at centre half. So we'll give Steffensen a break. All right, so 78 minutes here. Yeah, it's gonna be another victory. Leah Lamb getting a goal there for Hull City. The only one I recognise apart from Leah Lamb, Matt Glennon. He stuck around for a while. That's really about it, to be honest with you. Anyway, 3-1 victory, comfortable as you can be. So we're now 21 points clear of Hull City in 4th place. So a good start to the episode. Alright, so here we go. Second game of the episode. Now straight away up against Cheltenham Town. They're currently 13th place in the table. And I'm still on the lookout to try and bring some players in. This guy definitely fits that bill, doesn't he? Cheeky bit him. There you go. Who else? Oh, I've never heard of this guy. I wonder if he's going to be any good. You know what? We'll bring him in. We'll give it a go. We'll see what we can bring him in. I've never heard of him. Alexander Farnerud. Have you? By any chance? Of course, if you couldn't tell, I'm being extremely sarcastic. Alexander Farnerud is one of my favourite players in this game. However, I will say, like I said in previous episodes, I am trying to play the game as realistically as possible. I'm using scouts, and if a scout finds him, it's good to go. If a scout doesn't find him, then I'm not going to go ahead and search for a player. So basically, I'm trying to play this game as realistic as possible, or as if I was playing it for the first time again. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so Cyril Lee has found Robert Doyle. Not really the type of player I'm looking for there. Colm Foley, centre half. Doesn't seem to want to move. He's very happy with his life, obviously. I think he's just got laid. That's why he's so happy. Graeme Jones, good player. Just not looking for players above 30 personally, right now at least. Dudgeon's back from injury, which is great. Who's this guy? Billy Benson, right back. Honestly, this looks as good as John Cogger, be honest with you. I'm not really keen to spend a lot of money on a player that's just as good as what we have. Here's Gudmundur Meta. Now, apart from the name, this player looks great. He looks like a really good player. He's an international player now, by the way, too. Plays for Iceland. And he's valued at only £10,000. Got to put a cheeky bit in there. This guy looks very, very talented. Tackling's 19, work rate's 18, heading 20, strength 16. That's good, and that's good figures for a centre half. All right, so suspensions. So Priest has gone out. Ronald Thomas will make his debut today. Ronald McDonald in goal. Stephenson is suspended too. So Andy Todd goes to centre half, and then we can put in back in Dudgeon because he's back from injury. That's worked out perfectly, actually. Condition, the rest of the guys doing fine. We're still waiting for Hasmedovich to return. He's about a week away from his groin injury, and Proudlock's about 2 weeks away, and then Butra is 10 days away. So hopefully within this episode we'll start to get some players back, but then again, I mean, there's no rush. We seem to be doing just fine without them. Alright, so Duane Darby, 10th goal of the season for Duane. Gets a goal here. Again, I'll reiterate how important it is to get the first goal with this tactic. It's in there, Bjornsson. Will he ever stop scoring? 18th goal of the season for him. That's just incredible. Honestly, he should have got a call up the Norway squad by now. With that kind of form, he would absolutely deserve it. Gets in there for Signer. 19th goal of the season for him. Having a great season. I mean, he only paid £210,000 for him, but so far he's rewarded me tremendously. All right, let's take a look around the league table here, and yeah, things seem to be going just fine for us now. 20 points clear off second place, so all good things. All good things. Ronald McDonald hasn't conceded yet. He's actually an 8 out of 10. He's actually playing pretty well for himself. Let's go and make some changes because I'm bored. Scott Partridge for Duane Darby. Mikkel Hatton come on for Johnstone, and then we'll bring on Lincoln for Cogger. Okie dokie, so just got to see out this game now. Give a clean sheet, that'd be nice. Mikkel Hatton, get in there, 4-0. Why not? Third goal of the season for him. I remember bringing him in just because we were so desperate. He got himself 2 goals in the first game or something, and he hasn't really scored since. So he's always scored. So 4-0 victory. That's comfortable as you like. We're definitely far, far too good for this division. I'm confident in saying that right now. All right, so those 2 bids are put in. One for Daniel Westlin. Striker was rejected. He is listed for loan, however. Maybe I can try and get him on loan. I can't loan him in. Never mind. I forget. Maximum of 2 loan players. So what I'm going to do here is just going to keep him on my shortlist for now and get some more money, perhaps. I'll make another go at him. This guy, on the other hand, I will keep persisting with because he does look like a special talent. I put £190,000, so that's quite a bit more than the 60 I put in first and foremost. Let's see, we're going to test Malmo's perseverance and holding on to him. Alright, so let's see what my scouts have found here. So, Cyril Lee has found a goalkeeper here, Michael Hankinson. Doesn't look like great, does he? Sebastian Dolk. Oh, look, I wonder if his teammate's any good. Kennedy Bakasioglu. Seb Dolk. His finishing's great. If we look at him on paper, his pace is good. He's only played 1 game, non-competitive. I'm going to keep him. I'm going to put him on my shortlist. I'll keep an eye on his growth and development. Patrick Manzella, not after another winger. Meta's offer has been rejected. Yeah, I'm going to really push their resolve here. £375,000 is quite a bit of money to a Swedish side in this game. Consider that most of the talent, the best talent, range between £10,000 to £80,000. That's the value, which is kind of strange. But they had the bid was accepted, so Gudmund Meta offer has been accepted. Now the thing is he going to want to move? I got a funny feeling that it's not going to matter what I offer him. I was wrong. He's actually comfortable moving to me. So I'm going to have to up his weekly wage quite a bit, though, because I'm asking him to up his minimum fee release clause. I'd love to take it off, but I know he's going to reject it if I do. So I've upped his weekly wage by about 1,000 more, and I might even triple his signing on fee just to get him to sign to me. Money talks after all, doesn't it? Man, I wish this wasn't so fucking finicky. Oh, there you go, 12,000. That's climbed. I doubled his signing on fee. That's fine. That's good. 3-year deal. Yeah, we'll work with that. So we're getting Gudmund Meta. That'd be a really, really good sign-in to partner either UC or Andy Todd. Just making our team stronger, essentially, you know. No, nothing really concerns me here. All right, so we got some great news. Gudmund is now a diamond forever. There he is. Gudmund, £375,000. That is an absolute steal. He is a wonderful centre half. From gauging from his gauging from his attributes, that is a fantastic sign, and that's a player that we can work with for quite some years to come. So, all right, can't wait to get him on board and get him in there. Question is, though, do I drop UC or Andy Todd now? That's the question. Obviously, just spent quite a bit of money on Andy Todd, but then again, UC, his form's been a little inconsistent. So I'll think about it. All right, up against Southend now at home. Southend are currently 21st in the table. I won Manager Month again, this time for February. How many times have I done it this season? 3 times, not bad. For signing up the 3rd Division Player of the Month award. And then, yeah, I think that's the only awards we have. So, who's this guy? John Oster. Oh, yeah, John Oster, I know him. Yeah, he's not a bad player. Patrick Vieira is a world-class midfielder. I think that's a little bit of an understatement there. Not going to lie. All right, so Danny Young. Ooh, this is another great player. Add him to the shortlist. We'll come back for you later. £650,000. Oh, and by the way, you guys will notice my infatuation with Swedish Championship Manager players. I just have an infatuation with using them or signing them, however you want to say it. Anyway, so never mind, ignore me, move on. All right, so Dudgeon will certainly be dropped for Meta or Meat. Call him Meat. Meta makes more sense. All right, so do I go with UC or do I go with Andy Todd? UC or Andy Todd? UC for now. Just because Andy Todd's only averaged 6.40, so not amazing, but Andy Todd, you go straight to the bench there, and because Stephenson's back, so it's good to have options. All right, so Butra's back on light training, a few days away. Proudlock's 10 days away, and apparently Hasmenovic is 1 day away. So, yay, we get those players back pretty soon. Meta will get number 35. All right, so here we go. Meta's debut up against Southend. A real tough test here. For Malmo, who I believe play in the Champions League, he's gone to play Southend at home. So, kind of a big step for him. All right, so Bjornsson gets his 19th because he keeps scoring, because he won't stop scoring. He never stops scoring. It's Bjornsson. All right, halftime here, come approaching. Southend actually giving us a decent game. Probably the toughest game we've had in the league for a while. Cargo got injured. All right, lucky enough we got Greg Lincoln on the bench. Perfect. Easy change there. Okay, okay. So we're here in the second half now. Still leading 1-0. Southend are still in this game though. They are creating opportunities, but we're holding on. Darby gets a goal though. So that's his second goal of the game for us. And Lincoln scores a penalty, makes it 3. So it looks like an unbeaten run is going to continue here. I think this is 11 games without defeat now. Could be mistaken though. We'll bring up Stephenson. Andy Todd's going to come on here. Anyone else? No, everything's good. Everyone continue playing. Alright, so 10 minutes have to go in this game. Take a look at the player ratings. Any assists today? Yep, Daniel Johnstone and Vecinen getting assists. And it looks like we're going to keep a clean sheet on Meta's debut, and Ronald Thomas is going to keep his clean sheet run going as well. So 2 games, 2 clean sheets for Ronald Thomas, Ronald McDonald in goal, and then Meta got himself a clean sheet on his debut as well. So Cogger's going to be out for a month. Lucky if, though, we have plenty of players take a spot. So yeah, when's the last time we lost in the league? Obviously, we lost against Wickham in the Vans Trophy. We lost Sunderland in the FA Cup. The last league defeat looks like it was Kidderminster now. Back on Boxing Day in December, and now entering March. We're actually in March now. We haven't lost a game since. So yeah, obviously we're starting to run away with this league. Yeah, nothing more to it. Let's keep going. All right, so we've got some good news. Hasmanovic is back. Yay! We go straight back into the first team. Head of Duane Darby, believe it or not. It's a little bit controversial move because Darby has been pretty good. But I got to play Hasmanovic. I got to keep his development moving. Darby is not the long-term solution to me. So, I mean, at least I have him on the bench. His form has been amazing. It's a little bit harsh for me to drop him, be honest with you, but I've got to continue Hasmanovic's development. Yeah, Cogger. We'll do Lincoln in there, and we'll have Dudgeon on the bench. He play right back and centre half, so makes sense to me. What was I going to say? Oh yes, I was using my ginormous brain to calculate how many more wins we'd need to get promoted, and so far there are 11 games to go, so that's 11 times 3, that's 33 points. 33 points maximum, so at the moment Swansea can only get a maximum of 91 points. So if Swansea win every single game, they can only get 91 points, and obviously 179, which is 12 points behind that, so you need to win 4 more games to pretty much guarantee promotion. So 4 wins out of the next 11 games should be pretty doable. So just going to be in 4 games between now and the end of the season, and we'll be promoted. Link, oh, that's way too cheap. Who do you think you are? £130,000. Tranmere Rovers. I sneeze at your offer. Achoo. Farnerud. Bit rejected. Double it. Double everything. Double his wages, double the offer. Get Alexander Farnerud in, please. Alright, so here we go. Macclesfield Town now away from home. Chris Priest apparently is a star player. Doesn't recognise anyone else. Steve Hitchin. Apparently is a star player, as is George Abbey, 2 talented wingbacks. Lee Glover is a striker. It's Danny Whitaker, yes it is. Damien Whitehead, for some reason I thought it was going to be Dean Whitehead, which makes any sense because it's a striker. Mark McCulloch. That's actually a pretty good player. I'm going to go and keep him on the short list. Keep him in my mind for a potential player in the future. Another good looking centre half here, Atlee Foramson. Pretty cheap too, at £200,000. Add him to the short list. Add him to the short list. Put him on the shopping list, yeah, why not? Marco Tuamela. It's okay. Getting 31 years old, 30 years old. Not the type of... I mean, I'm looking for younger players like this guy, 17-year-old Martin Buch Fredriksson. Not the type of talent I'm looking for right now, not the positions I'm interested in either. Hans Eklund, again, not really the right age. I mean, obviously if a player comes along and they're no doubt uber talented, then of course I'm going to sign him, regardless of his age. But this guy looks pretty good, though. 21-year-old, plays right back and left back comfortably. Swedish under-21 international. Add him to the short list. Add him to the shopping list for the summer. Ivica Situm. No, I'm not interested in you. So, alright, so Butra's back in full training as well. So we have Butra back today and Hasmanovic back. Do I completely drop Duane Darby from the side? Nah, that's too harsh. So I'm going to drop Mikael Hatton instead. And we have 2 strikers on the bench. We have 2 centre-halves and 2 strikers and a goalkeeper. Because that makes sense. You know, it just makes sense to have that. Alright, Hasmanovic. Oh, almost got a goal back on his return. That would have been wonderful. That would have been wonderful. That would have been magnificent if Hasmanovic got himself a goal. Just let Bjornsson... He should play up top, but he's got a 1-in-2 record. As a centre midfielder, he has a 1-in-2 record. Only paid £200,000 for him. Absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. Alright, so things are going very well. Let's get the second goal though, please. Who got the assist on that one, by the way? Justin Walker got the assist. Good. Good. I think he's leading the team in assists, if I'm thinking correctly. Yeah, he's got himself 16 assists so far this season. It's got to be the highest. And for signing, gets a goal, gets in there just before halftime. Good stuff. And that's just from Stephenson. That's his sixth assist of the season. That's a lot of... All right, so... Oh, Lee Glove. Getting himself a goal there. But Macclesfield back in this game. Ooh. It's time to come back in this. All right, let's make a couple of changes then. Just try and solidify things up. Let's bring off Johnstone for... I haven't got a midfield on the bench. Huh, crazy. How did that happen? Let's bring on Duane Darby, and let's move for Seinen to midfield in his place. Alright, so 10 minutes left to go in this game. Macclesfield are definitely giving us a go here. Giving it a go, and they've got it back in the game. Jesus. Damien Whitehead there getting a late goal. And draw was probably fair, to be honest with you. We dominated the first half of the proceedings, but kind of gave up in the second, or fell asleep in the second. Let them back into it. So disappointing. Disappointing. Hate to see us throw away leads like that. Just completely unnecessary. Alright, so let's make this the last game of the episode here. Up against Torquay now at home. Obviously, I'd like us to see us bounce back. Changes. Not going to make any changes. I feel like it's pointless to make changes. I might play Mustafa though. Ahead of Lincoln, because his form isn't good enough, and he's moaning every single week about training. Oh, I don't like training. Training sucks. I'm sick of it, Greg. Don't want to hear it. Hasmanovic, get in there. Crazy enough, that's only his 9th goal in the league all season, but then again, he's only played 16 games now, so just because of his injuries and stuff. I just hope it's not a reflection of things to come down the line for him. Johnstone, by the way, made it 2-0, and Nichols pulled a goal back for Torquay. Who do they have? Torquay. Michael Williamson went on to play for Southampton, and then Newcastle, Reading, I think a few other teams as well. I'm not sure where he is now, but he went on to have a pretty good career for himself. Jussi gets in there. First goal of his career for us. Right there from Jussi. And Bjornsson, of course, Bjornsson's going to score. That goes without saying. 4-1 up here, and it's not been 30 minutes yet. Make it 5-1. Hasmanovic sends the keeper the wrong way, and it's 5-1 to the good. So pretty good defensive display here in the first half from the lads. Take a look at the assists real quick. Bjornsson, Hasmanovic got an assist. He's got a 10 out of 10 performance so far. Ben Thatcher getting an assist. That's unusual. Alright, so second half here. Not going to make any changes. Don't need to make any changes quite yet. I went to the 17th minute for that one. Alright, here it is. 70 minutes. Let's make some changes. Let's do some managing, shall we? Condition. Turnstrom. For Butra for sign and switch places. Ben Thatcher, give him a break. For who though? Yeah, we don't have another option there. Hasmanovic, take him off for Duane Darby. That's fine. Only 20 minutes left to go anyway. Torquay aren't getting back in this. Alright, so another comfortable victory here. Alright, so that's victory number 1. Victory number 1. We need 3 more victories now, and then we'll be crowned as we'll get one. Well, crowned as champion side, but not quite yet. We will be, but not quite yet. So just 3 more victories, and we guarantee automatic promotion. So we'll save that perhaps for the next episode. Thanks so much for watching this one, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you are, remember to slap a like on it. And if you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. Obviously, Football Manager 2019 is around the corner, which means the frequency of these videos probably won't be going up as much. Obviously, we focus on Football Manager and FIFA 19. And then this will probably take 3rd place, 4th place in my save list. So you may not see frequent uploads of this, but I will be trying to continue the series for as long as I can or want. But I do foresee this going on for at least maybe another year or so, just to get Rushden Diamonds. My ultimate goal is to get Rushden Diamonds A into the Premier League, and to B, win the Premier League, and C, win a Champions League. So I do all those 3 things, then I'll probably call the save quit. But until we do that, I'm going to continue to push forward with it. Just apologize for the infrequent uploads. Just going to apologize ahead of time because it's going to happen. Just want to be forward with you guys. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, remember to leave a like on it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.